plays an important role here. Okay. Now, so what is basically a routing? Routing, in the CCN, some BGP, you do path manipulation. Some traffic should go from ISP1, some traffic should go from ISP2. Or there might be some kind of a routing loops occurs because you do redistribution. Also, we learn redistribution concept. There is a routing loop. Sometimes you have some routing loops occurs when you have multiple connections that can make your network down. You actually learn how to prevent the loops by using route filtering options. So it's not just about the LAN. So most of the organizations have the branches in different locations, and some organization will have 10 branch offices, 2, or some have 100. Or if you're working for a service provider, you have hundreds of sites connected. You are controlling multiple WAN networks. Okay, so you just don't implement a simple routing, you actually deep dive into the routing here. Now, in that, you will be learning more on IPv4 and IPv6. So the first differentiation is you will be implement the routing not just based on the IPv4, you also get introduced to IPv6. Again, the CCNA, you already did some introduction to the IPv6. We'll revise that. And also we'll see how we can do the routing or the redistribution or whatever the technologies more in both V4 and V6. Even though V6 has been very long, it's been there, but still you see most of the networks deployed with IPv4. But at the same time, you also need to know how to implement the routing for IP version 6 also. So you'll be focused on both, but majority of the technologies will implement on IPv4 still. So you still use the same IPv4 networks, but at the same time, you will also see how to configure the IPv6 as well. Now, while you do this, designing comes an important role, okay? Because now at the CCNA level, you will be learning on how to assign the IP address. But basically in the CCNP level or the CCI level, the advanced level, you expected to design the network. So you will be given a network you expected to design. And again, at the back end, you need to know the subnetting concept, which is something you already covered in the CCNA. So we don't cover that here in the CCNP. But subnetting is very important. So if you're not good at the subnetting, you're not good at the designing also. Okay. You cannot design the network. Whatever the experience you had, 20 years of experience or whatever it is, you still fail to design because you need to understand the subnets. Okay. There will be some subnetting calculators you can use, but you need to be very good at that. So mostly here you will plan the networks. In that you do multiple things like you plan the summarization, you plan the IP addressing, what should be assigned, what if there is an IPv6 network, how we can allow the V6, how we can run multiple protocols at the same time, those things. Okay. There will be some other concepts like summarization, we'll try to see them. Now, the next thing, there will be some routing protocols you will be learning. So the different protocols you learn is OSPF, EIGRP, BGP, redistribution, route filtering. These are the topics. Now, OSPF is one of the main routing protocol you need to know because 90% of the time you will be seeing OSPF running for most of the routing. So all these routing protocols communicate with each other through OSPF or EIGRP, or you can use any other routing protocol. It's up to you. Okay. So basically you need to understand the OSPF. In that, again, you don't just learn what is OSPF. Okay. We do many things. You'll actually learn how we design the networks in multiple areas. If you have hundreds of routers and what are the different LSA types and optimizing them with the help of stubs. There are special areas like stub areas, route summarization. There are many things. OSPF virtual links, you will also talk about that. So we'll be spending some good amount of time, like 5 to 6 sessions only on understanding the OSPF with implementations and all. Apart from that, you also learn EIGRP, another routing protocol. Typically, if you're running a Cisco specific environment, you generally run a simple routing protocol like EIGRP, which is something you need to know. But as I said, majority of the time, I have seen OSPF as a majority protocol implemented. unless you are running a Cisco environment where you are running Cisco routers and you want to keep it simple routing, you generally go with EIGRP. So you need to know both at the same time because you are running Cisco syllabus. So Cisco wants to learn EIGRP as well. But you have to be very good at OSPF. That is important. EIGRP is very easy protocol, not much complicated. So we'll talk about EIGRP concepts and how the metric calculation. There are many things in that. Now, another important protocol you must know is BGP. Now, BGP, you might not have learned BGP, but it's a different protocol, border gateway protocol, and BGP is not designed inside the company. You generally connect your router to the ISP, service providers, and then you will be running a BGP routing between them. So internally, you run OSPF or EIGRP within the company, but you're connecting to the internet ISPs, and especially if you're working for a service provider, they run BGP. And only the edge routers will run BGP. So you don't run BGP everywhere. So BGP is designed for internet. And with the help of BGP, you can do a lot of things like path manipulations, those concepts. And especially if you're getting into service provider and networks, you must know BGP in depth. So BGP, again, we'll see what is BGP, the fundamentals, and then we'll see the how we can control the policies, attributes. We don't get into in depth because this is a complete BGP part. But if you're preparing for CCNP Enterprise, you need to know path manipulation that is good enough. Okay. But again, if you're working for a service provider or if you're learning the service provider track, you need to deep dive into the BGP protocol because BGP is the main protocol for service providers. Okay. So typically you must know the BGP in depth for service provider track. And additionally, there are some other protocols like ISS routing, which is more applicable in the service providers. ISS routing is another routing protocol, which is an alternative to ISS, alternative to OSPF. So most of the companies will use OSPF, but most of the service providers use ISS. So ISS routing protocol is not covered in the enterprise; it's covered in the service provider. If you are going through with the service provider content, there will be additional routings you need to learn. So you in the service provider you actually learn the core BGP. Core BGP means in depth, end to end. Additionally, you learn ISS routing. So these are the additional things you will add. If you are preparing for service provider track, then these are the additional things you need to just add. So the other routings are same as what you generally do in the enterprise. Okay, so if you take the CCNP service provider routing paper, that majorly covers the same thing, but it will take you more deeper into the ISS routing. Instead of EIGRP, you actually learn ISS routing in the service provider because the EIGRP is not used on the service provider. So you'll see either OSPF or ISS, any one protocol is used, and BGP. These are the three main routing protocols in the service provider. Customer side, you will see OSPF and BGP. Instead of OSPF, you might have EIGRP. Okay, so you don't run all the protocols. Again, we'll see how they run in between and how the designing goes. And additionally, this is another important thing you need to know with respect to the routing. Especially with routing, you do redistributions. Redistribution is just like you run OSPF and you have another routing protocol. You see how to exchange. And this will also create some loops. So there are some redistribution loops occurs in the production network. You'll actually learn how to optimize or how to do that filtering. So this is very important part you need to plan, especially for the level 2, level 3, because most of the production networks will, when you do multiple routings, there is a possibility of loops. So the loop preventions you actually learn, that is kind of a troubleshooting actually. So we can say most of the time, most of the networks will go down because of this looping issues. And you will see how to prevent that with the help of prefix list, route maps. There are some different examples of the scenarios you actually go into. So routing is another important section you need to know. Probably will be covering all these things in the routing section.